I just started like trying to teach myself, going on eBay, and at the time you get like $5 sign painting books because no one cared about it. You know what, this career path fulfills everything I want. I'm gonna fight for it. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can. So I'm over at the shop practicing, and on days I'm not at the shop, I'm at the home practicing in the hallway on a wall, like putting tracing paper on a stucco wall and practicing strokes. The hell, you know, but I just made it work. You know, I understood that things of significance take that pound of flesh. And I was just like, I committed to it. I was like, committed soul. This is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out how to do it the best that I possibly can.
I opened the shop up 11 years ago, August 1st. And it sure does not feel like it's been 11 years. My vocation is making artwork. I do that every day, 9 to 5. One of the best things you can do as an artist is have a medium outside what you do to reinforce what you do while you're at work. So I think to learn and think outside what your normal patterns, a medium that's separate from what you do is much more valuable. So stained glass has worked for me as a way to kind of exercise my creative muscles, exercise my vision, my ability to create, that then can be reflected on what I do at work. It was pitched to me that we're gonna have two unique artists, work together on a project and see how the two individual artists working together can come up with something unique that wouldn't have happened independently. We know each other, but have never really got to work together professionally. So this project has enabled us to do something way beyond anything we would have done just on our own, under our own power. One of the unique aspects of this collaboration in particular is both of us actually work with a lot of glass. Ken does the reverse glass gold leaf mirror stuff. So there felt like that was kind of a no-brainer and some continuity there too, that we both are in kind of a similar wheelhouse, but yet totally different at the same time.
The differences in our aesthetics really worked well in this project because things that I wouldn't have totally thought about in that sense of like, well, let's measure it all out and make sure it works before you just start putting stuff up. I like to just throw the cards in the air and see how they fall. So he kept me in check on that, which was great.
Ken's artwork is hugely influential to me, more so in just his approach, the whole doing everything by hand, everything the hard way. That to be able to work with him has really pushed my abilities and what I wanted to produce, so to make sure he doesn't look better than I do.
Both him and I we exploited each other's strengths.
All the gears kind of fell into place when you're like, well, these are our skill sets. What would feature those best? And it was not a big stretch to think of Lemmy.
Things happen. All right, well.
Dude, it's a thing. It's officially a thing.
What I like about collaborations is the whole idea of like, well, you can exploit each other's strengths.
Sure.
And it seems like both of ours were exploited to very nice amounts.
I think so, that each skill set was utilized to a really advantageous position to make something unique that we wouldn't have made before.
No. Every time I walk away from a collaborative experience, it definitely enriches me.
I think in retrospect, completing this project, I would be wholly satisfied if it did also inspire someone in one way or another, and in any way. So if it inspired them to put on a Motorhead record, just to revisit that, but also more so to look at us as craftsmen that are passionate about making stuff and doing things and doing it on our own. And it's in the trying, that's where you kind of grow as a person.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us all, you know, interesting people. So do something neat. It doesn't matter what, but just be put your heart into it, you know, and that's what I think would be the reward, is if someone got kind of pumped and like, well, those dudes made a cool thing, I can make a cool thing, you
Totally.
know? And to embrace creativity is, I think we're kind of on the same wavelength there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better.
Okay.
I was gonna,
I probably could have said it better, but that's what you get.
yeah.